Now, after discussing all these things, another question comes to mind. How many types of species are there in Earth and how many of them are present in India? That part also we have to discuss. That means how many types of species are found in the Earth and also how many are present in India. So according to IUCN, that means how many species in Earth and also in India. We have to discuss this part. Now according to IUCN, it means International Union for Conservation of Nature. This is known as, in short, known as IUCN. So the IUCN in 2004 has estimated that the Earth there is slightly more than 1.5 million species are there. Slightly more than 1.5 million. But most of the ecologists, they believe that this data is very poor. And in the Earth, the number may vary 20 to 50 million, because most of the species which are present within the sea, in a deep forest, in the tropical forest, they have not been discovered. They have not been studied. So, according to them, the number of species may vary from 20 to 50 million. But according to Robert May, another ecologist who made very conservative calculation, according to him, it is around 7 million species. 7 million species are there. And interestingly, out of the 7 million species, nearly animals, they constitute to 70%, while the plants, they constitute only 22%. And the plants, they include algae, fungi. You see, fungi is a separate group, but here it is included under plants. Algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. It includes all this and it includes only 22%. And again, if you will come to this animals, among animals, again you will find the 70% are insects. That means out of each 10 animals, you will get 7 insects. That means out of 10 animals, 7 are insects. That means their number is so abundant. Now that you can see from this graph, invertebrates. These are the insects, they cover only 70%, while the mollusk, crustacean and all others, they include only 30%. Then again, if you take the in the plants, if you take the case of fungi, the fungi, the number, the diversity of fungi is so great. Fungi, that we see their number is greater than the sum of the number of fungi is greater than the sum of fishes, amphibians, reptiles and mammals. That is sum of fishes, amphibians, reptiles and mammals. That we see such is the diversity of fungi. Now this is about some of the animals and fungi. But while we have considered these animals and plants, the account of prokaryotes has not been taken into consideration, because it is very difficult to study the diverse types of prokaryotes that are present. That is why if you take the case of prokaryotes, it will come to millions, and it is very difficult to estimate actually what is the number of prokaryotes. Now coming to another thing, if you consider the size of India in the entire world, you will find that it consists of only the land is 2.4%. That means India covers only 2.4% of the entire land of the world. But the biological diversity is 8.1%. That means this is the land area of India with respect to the world, while the 8.1% is the biodiversity. That means India is rich in biological diversity in comparison to other parts of the world. It is because of the different types of ecological diversities, different types of ecosystems, and India is in between, almost near to 3 different geographical realms. It is nearer to tropic, and it's part of it is coming under tropical, part of it is coming under temperate regions. Because of this, India has a lot of biological diversity, and that is why India is within one of the 12 mega diversity countries. And if it is estimated that in India nearly 45,000 species of plants are there, and more than double of it are the animals. And according to Robert May, the number of plants present in India is nearly 1 lakh species, while that of animals is around 3 lakh species. 3 lakh species. That means India is a hotspot for all these biological diversities, and it is because of the different types of ecosystem that are present. But now one question comes to mind. In spite of this biological diversity in India as well as in the entire world, why all the species have not been studied yet? And by this time, most of the animal and plant species are going to be extinct. But they are going to be extinct before they are discovered, before they are studied. Why? It is because of the lack of manpower, lack of trained human beings to study all these things. So how we can conserve it? All those things we'll discuss in the later videos. Now let us discuss questions. So these are the 3 diagrams I have given. This is the distribution of invertebrates. This is the distribution of vertebrates. Among vertebrates, the fishes number is almost 50%. Here the insect about 70%. And here among the plants, where fungi is included, it is also around 45%. So you can see those things. Now let us discuss questions relating to this part. So one question we can write: different varieties of Indian mango are most popular in Western and European countries. Because of its color, flavor, sugar, and fleshy characteristics. It is a type of HOS, genetic diversity. Second is species diversity. Third one is induced mutation. And the fourth one is hybridization. And this question was asked in AIMS 2013. Now come to the second question. IUCN stands for the first choice is Indian Union of Conservation of Nature. Second choice, International Union of Conservation of Nature. The third choice is again International Union of Conservation of Nutrients. And the fourth one is Indian Union of Chemical Nomenclature. And this question was asked in AIMS 2012. So both these questions they come from the today's discussion. I hope you have a very clear understanding about this levels of biological diversity and how many species are present in Earth and India. This part of biodiversity is very important from examination point of view. So thank you very much for watching it. God bless you. Wish you a very bright future.